Okay, so let's talk about cardboard versatility. If you've watched this channel before, you know I love working with cardboard. Cardboard can be rolled, bent, cut, and then transformed into just about anything. Today, though, I just want to share a few simple and practical cardboard ideas. And yes, I'm aware that some of you have seen or even tried a few of these ideas already. Feel free to skip ahead. For those who are curious and are just looking for some simple and useful inspiration, then this video is for you. These ideas are not groundbreaking or complicated. They're just simple, helpful, and guaranteed to make your life just a little bit easier. I wanted to put this little chest of drawers in my basement, but it has a very flat bottom. I wanted to avoid the scraping along the floor as well as transporting it along the floor. But what to do? Aha! Only the most versatile material there is, none other than that bendable, rollable, cuttable material called cardboard. Okay, so it's flipped and it's on my basement floor now. So easy it is to roll, just like that, instead of having scrape noises. Okay, so after finishing, there is the little drawer. Use thin pieces of cardboard to store extra long pieces of yarn or thread that you don't want to throw out but can be used again. Thin pieces like this, which can often be found in your boxed deliveries. Okay, so I cut the board so that the height is now 2 inches and the length is 3 inches. Guys, I'm Canadian, but I still like to measure in inches. I just can't get into the metrics. I don't know why. But anyway, I've divided the shorter end into 3 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, right? Draw your lines as deep as you want your notches to be. The deeper and wider your notch, the more cordage that can be wrapped within it. Your notches should be cut on an angle. You cut so that each cut ends and meets at the top of the line. So you're basically just cutting out a triangle. You know, this is really easy, and I could have done a real fast video of it. But remember that some people learn differently, and so I like to explain things. That's my personality. So if you need to, please fast forward. That. Get another notch, 2 notches. I'll do the same thing for this last. Okay, so I drew some lines right across to the other side. So, so we can line it up so that when we make the next set of notches on this side, they'll be lined up. Okay, so we're just going to do the same thing. We're just going to cut. Having or using a cutting mat is great because it helps to keep you well aligned when measuring, and then you could follow through with whatever it is that you want to cut. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so you're going to cut right along here at an angle, stop, and then you're going to do the same thing and you're going to meet the same area. Okay, and the last one. I'm just eyeballing this, right? Okay. So now we have 6 notches, 3 on one side and 3 on the other side. Now you can make the notches as deep as you want because the more thread you can add on with that one notch. So I see you have some red thread. That red thread will go here, and you have blue thread, it'll go here. And maybe you have pink thread and it'll go here, right? But just say you have some leftover thread. I'm just going to start, what I do is I will just start right in the center. Tape down the very first portion, the very first part, just like that, with a very thin strip. Carry it around. And then you're going to end up again on this side. Tape this down, maybe over here. And you have to have some kind of a routine, right? That you know which is the beginning and which is the end. Your most important part is the beginning, the end. Okay, so this will be the end, and you can mark it. And you can just put an E there, or a dot, or write the word end to show this is the last piece that you're going to pull off. So all you'd have to do is just to use the masking tape and pull it up, and then you have your piece, your beginning. This is the very end, right? So this is your beginning and your end. So what was first your beginning will now be your end, and what is your end will now be your beginning. That's it. Then you have a nice clean front portion, and make sure that you put your tape on the back, and you just do your next one. All right? And whenever you need to save some more thread, you just continue. Okay. This notch is shallow, so to accommodate more wrapping, cut deeper notches. In order to keep a clean looking board, try to end on the side you started, even if you have to cut a piece of your thread. You don't have to, but it just makes for a cleaner looking board. This is going to be your end. This is your end. This is the back side, and you have a nice neat side. And of course, when you store it, you can store it however you want to store it. You can store it one behind the other, or laying flat. You have yourself a nice, neat little extra storage for your extra length of thread that are useless on your spool or useless on its spool. So here are some of my saved threads. So I like to save these small pieces of thread for when I have small hand sewing projects. Corrugated cardboard is really an amazing type of material. You can do so many things with it. There's no end to the things that you can make with corrugated cardboard. I made 2 types of bow makers. And with these 2 types of bow makers, I was able to create the most beautiful bows. Really, really beautiful bows. There's no end to what you can do with corrugated cardboard, so don't throw them out. I save certain things for a certain period of time because I just may need that certain thing later. If I don't, I place it in the recycling bin to be taken away. Here is an example. I have these nice ribbons that accompanied certain purchases. They are good enough to be reused. I kept them. I also kept these ribbon rolls, and now I can use them. Just have a look. You can use masking tape to attach the ribbons. You'll notice if you watch my videos that I like to use masking tape. This isn't cardboard, but it's close enough. Have you ever noticed how well some companies make their packaging strong and sturdy? These ribbon rolls are so strong still. Right now, I'm telling you, it's coming in very handy, and so I'm glad I saved them. After rolling my ribbons onto the roll, I use ball end sewing pins to secure. You can also grab a piece of masking tape. That will do as well. Okay, for next time. Okay, here is a no-brainer. As simple as 1, 2, 3 in ABC. A shelf to store your CDs, DVDs, games boxes.
I hope I have just enough. I don't want to spill it. Oh, shucks. I didn't try it. But anyway, put this one in there too. So I have this, right? Where am I going with that? Who do I think I am? But if I take the lid, right? If I take the lid and I put it in like this, I have a beautiful little shelf.
This is great for your children's room. Use it to hold their video games. When they misbehave, flip that lid and tow it away. I'd really like the labels on it. I have to label it. But yeah, it's great. I think it is. Let me know what you think. Okay, back to cardboards. Ladies, this is especially to you. Don't hurt or break those lovely long fingernails of yours when you're hammering. Cut a piece of cardboard and then poke your nail through it. Not your fingernail, the nail. Right there. So you can see it right there, right? It's come through the cardboard. Find the tip of this nail. Hold on to the cardboard, then place the nail in its desired spot and slowly begin to hammer. Hammer it in. I won't hammer it all the way in. And you can just pull it off. I'm finished. Right? And as you're pulling it off, before you hammer it all the way in, you can remove this. See if I can do that. Remove it. Gosh, remove it, Carlene, remove it. And then you won't need to hold it to hammer it. You can just continue hammering. Okay? Okay, and then you have it, right? Cardboard! Is your car leaking something? Here's a good one for those who have never tried this. Grab a good sized piece of cardboard with the clear side up and stick it underneath your car. Yes, it is leaking something. What is it? Is it baby oil? Or is it some kind of cooking oil? Just a joke, but you can take this specimen to your mechanic to be assessed. Ladies and gents, save those kneecaps. Grab a piece of cardboard from your garage for those hard to nail spots like your concrete, your tiles, and even in the garden. Trust me, the cardboard really does cushion. Stay inspired. Watch clever home hacks and feel good ideas every week on Domestic Mix.